Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Wow. How's everybody doing? Feel free to hop in the chat, say hello. Do I sound different today? I don't have my mic. I normally have a mic, so I might sound weird. This is a temporary space. This is not my new setup. There's Piston behind me today. Piston's going to be hanging out with us. We'll see. Sometimes he really likes to be on camera. He gets really jealous that he doesn't get mom's attention. Christine's here. Happy Friday, Jacqui and friends. Hello, Matthew. Sakmet, hi. Lovely to be here. Becca says it sounds good. Great. Christine says hi, Piston. Hello, Mimi. Hi, Marjorie. Good morning, Rachel. Sound fine. Awesome. Cool. Then maybe I was unnecessarily using a mic when I didn't have to. It's really echoey in here, actually. This is your first time with me. My name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am joining you guys from not so northern. I'm joining you guys to talk about astrology. Today we're going to talk about the new moon that's happening on Sunday, and then we're going to talk about Venus entering Virgo. Can you guys hear the background music today? I forgot to turn that off. I have it playing on my computer. Things are changing. I'm in a point of transition in my life. I am uprooting and leaving my whole life. This is not going to be permanent. This is where I'm at today. Christine can hear the music. We're going to go with it today. Tyla says, I'm so glad to be here. Haven't been here in a while. I'm working from home today. And just Jade to be here while working? I think, whatever, typo, maybe. Nice to see you, Tyla. It's nice to see you again. Christine, a bit echoing. Okay, all right. It's the first time. I don't know, I might be here a few times. I don't know what's happening. Mel's listening at work. Good morning, Jacqui. Hi, Luna. Hello, Michelle, my belle. Nice to see you in your new space. It's all good. It's all good. This is gonna be fun. I've been feeling very free lately. I've been feeling very, I get to decide what I want to do when I want to do it, and it's refreshing. Good morning, Alice. Suzanne, good morning. Glad to be here with you and everyone. Michelle, good morning. Happy new place. Hi, Lori. Nice to see you. Michelle, my belle, the sound of freedom. Don't look that up if you don't want to be traumatized by a movie. I digress. All right, so we're here to talk astrology, and then I'm going to pull oracle cards to figure out how the astrology wants to come into our lives. Hello, Elena. So we're talking about two things today. We're going to talk about the new moon in Leo that happens on Sunday. We also have Venus entering Virgo on Sunday. Becca, are you recording? Yes, I did double check. I am recording. Hello, Jess. Both of these events, I think I've said it like 6 times. Sunday. First, we have a new moon. It happens at 6:13 a.m. Central Time. And then Venus enters Virgo around 10 p.m. Central Time that same day. So, new moons are energetic new beginnings, fresh starts, because the cycle is beginning again. New moons happen about every 28 days, and what new moons offer us are dark skies to plant new seeds. New moons are a fun time for me to talk about darkness because in the New Age spiritual community, the overall message is love and light. That's impractical, right? It's impractical for the sun to shine 24/7. Darkness is necessary for rebirth or just for birth in general. Toxic, Carla. Carla says it's toxic. What's the definition of toxic? Too much. Too much. Balance, moderation. So yeah, darkness is essential for birth or rebirth to occur. Do you want your life to change? You gotta go to the darkness. Where does the sperm enter the egg? In the darkness. Where does the seed enter the soil? Buried into the darkness. Where do we go to meditate and find ourselves? We close our eyes and we go to the darkness. The darkness is a very fertile place. It's not this scary, taboo place to be avoided. Some people will convince you that it's scary. You can't look at that. But the new moon gives us darkness. The sun and the moon meet up in the sky. Therefore, the moon has none of the sun's reflection. The moon is dark. And this is where we set our intentions, because we know that the light will come again. It's cyclical, it's predictable, it's reliable. The moon will wax and become full. So great, what do we want to do with that? It's happening. How do I capitalize on what's happening? What do we want to birth with that light, with that life force? What do we want to grow with that? Suzanne asks, right now, are we in the balsamic moon? I don't get down on all those like nitty gritty things. I'm a new moon, full moon, waxing, waning kind of person. So I can't answer that for you, sorry. So this new moon on Sunday is happening at 12 degrees of Leo. If you want to look at your chart to find, if you know how to find where 12 degrees of Leo falls in your chart, you can see which house is calling for a new beginning at this time. Or if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then forget it and just go with what resonates. However, a new moon in Leo asks us to find whatever intention that we want to grow, to find it in our heart. Leo rules the heart. If you guys have been hanging out with me for the last few months, I've been playing with the difference between our emotional, intuitive body and the heart. And my working theory is that our emotions are like valves to the heart. Our emotions, our intuition are in control of how much of our hearts are available to give and to receive. The heart, the Leo energy, it's pure love. It's pure desire. It's pure truth. There's so much, there's this, if you guys have been hanging out with me for some time, I used to host a podcast, and I hosted a podcast with this guy named Bob, and he taught us Qigong, breath work. And he and I did this breath practice, and you breathe in from the bottom, you move it through the heart, and then you breathe out and up. And he put it in a really cool way that everything connects in the heart. The heart is the center of the universe. Leo is the sun. The sun is the life force. The sun, Leo, it's all heart. When you think about the 7 chakras, you have the heart, and then you have 3 atop and 3 on the bottom. Like everything, the heart is the center of everything. Love is all you need. So what do you truly desire right now? What is it that you truly want? Now, let me challenge you. Is there something that you truly want that you're not allowing yourself to have for one reason or another? Is your mind coming into sabotage? Is your fear coming into sabotage? Are your limiting beliefs coming into sabotage? Let's pretend that what you want is freedom. I would say most of us want freedom, right? If you like being told what to do, by all means, you do you. There you go, Marjorie, self-expression. Let's pretend that what you want is freedom, okay? Your heart's desire is utter freedom. Your mind might come in and sabotage, cycling through every responsibility you have. Well, I can't be free because I have a mortgage, I have a family, I have a job. The heart knows what it wants. Your fear might sabotage your freedom by keeping you small and keeping you safe. Well, I really do like my job. It's just that I don't like all the bullshit that comes with it. The fear is making you think that you can't make it on your own because you're afraid. Your fear is like all the people in your life who have ever put you down. They're all hanging out within you, reminding you that you can't do that because that dream's too big, that dream's too lofty. Nope, you'd have to be crazy to actually want that kind of freedom. The heart knows what it wants. Your limiting beliefs might sabotage your desire for freedom by causing you to think that you're not capable of handling it. Well, what if this happens and then I gotta be in charge of fixing it? And then what if this happens? If I'm truly free, then I don't have any support. That's all poppycock. You are completely capable of achieving anything you desire. And do you want to know how I know that? It's because if the desire is present within you, you created it. Because you create all of this and it's meant for you. If you are desiring it, it is for you. There are just some roadblocks that you inevitably have to work through. It's part of life. It makes life fun, right? Some growth is going to need to occur to get you to the place of your desires. Some patience will need to be built to get you to what you desire. Some courage will need to be found within you. Carla says, what? That is exactly what I thought when you asked the question. Freedom. That's crazy. Suzanne did some research for us. The balsamic moon is the time when the moon begins to return to darkness, the final phase before the complete dark of the new moon. Then Suzanne, I would say yes, we are in the balsamic moon. Thanks for looking that up. Matthew says, things are pretty good. I'm just a little lonely and missing some loved ones. I hear you. I hear you. But whenever you're in that place of darkness, when you're in that place of lowness, if you have fallen flat on your back, where are you looking? Lisa, I want to feel organized and in control, but without the strictness I would often put in place to do that. Carla, freedom from a sovereign place. Yes. I think everything that you guys are saying, I'm going to talk more about the new moon, but once I talk about Venus and Virgo, I think this is all going to hit. Good morning, June. Alice, I want freedom from caring about what others think of me. Oh my gosh. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. Hello, Sophia. Happy you made it as well. This Leo new moon on Sunday is the perfect time to ask the universe for the biggest, loftiest desire that's held in your heart right now. It is coming up, it's bubbling up, you're feeling it because it's time. It's time to ask for it. And for the love of God, please do not let your mind, do not let your fear, do not let your limiting beliefs come in and sabotage your desires. How rude. If you want to live a life where you play more than you work, where you sing more than you stress about money, where you laugh more than you cry, all you got to do is ask for it and believe that it's possible. And feel free to punch me in the face through your screen right now if you don't think that that's possible, because I can tell you it's truth. It is truth. Maybe what will help you is if you ask for some patience alongside all of this, because our energy bodies are fast. They're quantum. They're instant. I've decided this is what I want. This is what I'm doing. Got it. Energy body on track. We know what we want. And sometimes that energy is ready right away. Cool, desire, got it, check. But this dense, this 3D reality, this body, these things around us, this house that we're in, it can take some time to catch up. It's dense, it's slow. So as I was making my notes, I was hearing some of you guys say, like, Jacqui, I've done the work. I've done the shadow work. I've done the manifestation exercises. I've done the forgiveness. I've done the gratitude. What the hell? And I believe you. I trust you. You've done great work. Have you asked for patience? Because everything always unfolds exactly how you desire, but the timeline is out of our control. If you want a more in-depth description of this upcoming new moon, going into the chart ruler, the sextile to Jupiter and Mars, the trine to the North Node, and this impeccable yod, finger of God, to Venus right now. If you would like to dive deeper into this new moon and to receive an embodiment technique to draw the fertile energy into your life, check out my Patreon group. It's called Embody Astrology Lunar Events. All of my links are in my Inside Timer bio. We just met yesterday morning and we dove super deep into this new moon. We meet about every other week. And the replays are available to those who subscribe to my Patreon. So if you hop on before Sunday, you can watch the description video before Sunday, get some embodiment techniques to bring it in, and really ask for what you want. Get what you desire. New moons are the time to just inform the universe. Hey, this is what I want. Because where your attention goes, energy flows. This is what I desire. This is what I desire. This is what I desire. It's going to show up. Hi, Wade. We not worried about what other people thought of us if we realized how simple they really do. What? We would not worry about what other people thought of us if we realized how seldom they really do. Yes. Yes. What is that? Because I used to have that hardcore, and I would think like, man, all these eyes are on me. Everyone's judging what I'm doing. And at that time, I was a nobody. Like now I'm a celebrity, right? Now I'm like a talking face on the internet. But when I was a nobody, I was more worried about what people were thinking about me. Now I just don't care. And more people have their eyes on me. It's really interesting. Yeah, people really don't care what you're doing. I could care less what people do. When I people watch, I've always loved people watching, but it's never from a judgmental place. I'm never like, oh my God, I can't believe that person's wearing that outfit. Oh, their hair's not brushed. They look so dumb. It's just, oh, you're an interesting person. I wonder why you would choose to act that way. What is it that has made you act that way? It's never judgmental. I like that you brought that up, Wade. So we're also here to talk about Venus entering Virgo. Yes, Carla. Carla says, the more I rest and detach, the more I achieve. It is so weird. You're tapping into your divine feminine, darling. I'm working on it too. It's mind-blowing. Venus and Virgo. If you were here with us on Wednesday, we talked about Venus squaring Uranus on her way out of Leo. That aspect is exact today. So if you weren't with us, know that the replay is available on my YouTube channel. Excuse me. Sunday night on August 4th, around 10 o'clock Central Time, PM, Venus will walk into Virgo, and she'll be there until August 29th. Wow. That was for you guys. I feel like I've been talking about Venus a lot lately. Venus is the divine feminine of the zodiac. She is the magnet. She attracts things, and she helps us see the value in things. Venus has been in Leo since July 11th, 3 weeks, where she's been showing us the value of the heart. For the last 3-ish weeks, Venus has been attracting heartful connections, relationships, and experiences. Heart energy. Now, Now, as Venus enters Virgo, she's going to highlight the value of a few things. Virgo is the sign associated with service to others. And Virgo is also tied to our daily routine and our health. So while Virgo is known as the sign of service, Virgo is also the last sign on the zodiac wheel before we cross into the relationship part of the wheel. Virgo is the final sign connected with the self. Virgo is the 6th sign of the zodiac. So the bottom half of the zodiac wheel, Aries through Virgo, 1 through 6. It's yourself and your integration with your personal environment. Then when you cross over to Libra to Pisces, 7 to 12. This is where we talk about integration with others and your community. So Virgo is like the epitome of knowing yourself, knowing how to take care of yourself. And Virgo is so full because she takes care of herself that she easily has enough to serve others. Virgo is the maiden archetype. She's on her own. She's never been altered by another. Her energy, her physical body, never been touched by another. She knows herself through and through, and therefore she knows her limits. She knows what she wants. Virgo hasn't been convinced that she has to be different, or she has to be more or less in order to be loved, because Virgo loves herself through and through. Venus in Virgo for about the next month. Did I tell you guys how long? Venus is going to be in Virgo until the 29th of August. So August 4th through August 29th. Venus in Virgo will help us find the value in ourselves, our value, our sense of knowing when we have enough to spill over to others. God, for the last 3 weeks, have you been filling up your heart? Venus and Leo, have you been attracting what fills your heart? If so, you set yourself up for Venus and Virgo, because now you're going to value the spillover that you have, right? Venus and Virgo will help us value how we structure our days. Do I really want to spend all this time driving all over the place? Or is there another option for this person who needs my help? And as I typed that out, I heard the question, do they need my help? Or is there an easier option where it's a win-win? Do I have to sacrifice myself? Do I feel like I'm sacrificing myself, or am I freely giving with ease because I want to be doing this? There's a subtle difference. And Venus in Virgo, I feel, will help us identify if we are obliged to be of service or if it's truly coming from our hearts. There's a difference. And the feeling of the difference is extreme. Venus in Virgo is going to place some emphasis on our health. Are we taking care of ourselves? Or are we really working ourselves to the bone for someone else's benefit? I was just having a conversation with someone about martyrdom, the pride of being a martyr, feeling the need to prove to the world that you are valuable because you continuously sacrifice your own happiness and you sacrifice your own desires in order to appease others in the hopes that they will turn around and do the same for you. How selfish. How selfish is that? That's quite literally expecting other people to bend to you. That's putting your power, the power of your happiness, in the hands of other people. I'll be happy when this person treats me the way I deserve to be treated. F that! I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and I'm going to get my needs met, and I'm going to treat myself how I want to be treated, and I'm going to make sure that I'm good, so that when I do serve others, it comes from a full, joyous heart. Carla, thank you so much for your donation. Super, super appreciated. Sophia, used to be me. Yes, yes, it hurts to find out, but also such a relief to know. That was a pretty deep Venus in Virgo. Wasn't expecting for it to go that far. Are you being a martyr because you're waiting for someone to say thank you? Why don't you just say thank you to yourself? Sophia, like you said, can see where it came from, made a mistake, but doesn't have to be like that. You can have a fun life. Yeah. So the general message that I'm getting across today is ask your heart what your heart wants. Ask your mind to sit in the back seat. That's okay. We can think through it later. Right now, what do I desire? What am I being pulled towards? What is enticing me, right? Leo's the sign of play, fun, creative expression. It's sexuality. What is drawing me in? What is attracting me? And then Venus in Virgo, do you value yourself? Because you have to take care of yourself if you want to be good for everyone else. What am I hungry for, June? Oh, I love that. What am I hungry for? Christine felt the big difference in, am I sacrificing myself or am I doing this out of love? Wow. You know what's interesting is I always have my hair down so I don't see my neck. I just saw this vein bulging on my neck. You guys get to know. I was gonna show my ears, but I didn't show my ears. They're hidden today. We're gonna pull two different from 2 different decks, and we're going to ask 2 different questions. First, we're going to use the Animal Apothecary deck. This one went through the rain, and it's not as bad as I thought it's going to be. And this, we're going to pull for the Leo new moon, and we're going to ask for advice to connect with our heart's desires. Because sometimes if your mind is so strong, if your fear is so strong, if your limiting beliefs are so strong, you're like, I don't know, what's my heart saying? I don't know. Christine, of course you used to wear your hair like this all the time. Of course you did. So feel free to send your energy into this deck. Maybe tune into your heart today and ask your heart for advice about how to connect to your heart's desires. I will allow 3 cards to fall out of the deck for us. And there's no surprise. The whole reading is for everyone here. However, I like giving you guys an intuition playground. So I will show you the backs of the 3 cards. And you tell me if any of the cards sound, feel, are louder, bigger, different than the others. I'm laughing because, was this on Insight Timer? So I'm not spoiling anything. This is 3 cards fell out. This is the bottom of the deck. Didn't we just have this card the last time I used this deck? The Owl Inner Truth 7. Yes, we did. So Christine, actually, I just was talking. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Don't know what that means. Also, this is specifically for Christine and maybe Jackie. I can't remember. I know this card came up for you guys too. So that's it. Just saying. I'll show you the backs of the cards. If anything feels different, tell me in the chat. If nothing feels different, the whole reading is for you. But if one of these just feels different, it might be just a stronger message for you. So we're asking for advice to connect with our heart's desires. I'll show you the backs of the 3 cards. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you. Here's the back of card number 1. Back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Advice to connect with our heart's desires. One more time, just in case. The back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. I just noticed you guys can see this other deck here, but that's not the deck I'm going to use. Brought it just in case. I was going to use Moonology because the new moon, but it just didn't feel right. Okay, let's see who's working with what. Jackie, 2 and 3. Lucy, 1. What did Alice say? The longest journey I've ever made is from my head to my heart. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm going that way right now. Yeah, that's great, Alice. Jennifer, 2 and 3. Christine, 2. Marjorie, 1 and 3. Jenny, 3. Nicole, 2 and 3. Goddess, 2 and 3. Becca, 2. Michelle McBell, 1 and 3. Martina Leanne, 1 and 3. Jenny, 1 and 3. Michelle, 2. Lori, 1. Nicole, 2 and 3. Mimi, 2 and 3. Suzanne, 1 and 3. Gary, 1 and 2. Ugh. Who can guess which card just fell down? Lucy, 1. Deborah, 1 and 3. Lisa, the number 3, coming through strong. So card 3 or all 3. Alice, apparently I need all 3. Chantel, heart said 3, and it was a little breathless. 3. Sophia, I feel more connecting to my heart's knowing. I like that. All of them. Same Chantel. Wow, a lot of you guys, the heart said 3. Wow. Okay. June 3, Jess. All 3 since Sunday is my birthday. Jess, you're having the most monumental new moon birthday, solar return, all fun. Suzanne also had a strong reaction of 3. I felt it in my body like a tingling opening. Woo! Is that heart energy? Are you feeling it for the first time? Card number 1, advice to connect with our heart's desires. It's card number 40. The message is victory from Falcon. I'm working on a really small table and I feel like I'm right here in the camera. Okay. Falcon heralds victory on the horizon. I'm so close to the camera. Hold on. I can't. It's way too much. Okay. Falcon heralds victory on the horizon. She dares to accept all challenges. Now you must focus like Falcon on the end goal and discipline yourself to actualize your inner vision. There's no time for mindless activities. Focus like a laser on what needs to be done and do it. Something special is waiting to be developed, but it requires your steadfast commitment. What you most desire may take months or years, but do not rush for completion. Timing will play in your favor as you endure the long journey. Falcon's medicine shares that the key to your victory is discipline. Do not lean on motivation to carry you through, because your inner journey, on your journey, motivation will often vanish for a time, and you must discipline yourself to push through no matter what. What you desire is attainable, and what you long to do in this life is yours, but you must work for it. Falcon's medicine suggests you create a commitment of just 20 minutes a day working toward your goal. Now, more than ever, is the time you must take steadfast action and have unwavering faith that you will succeed. Do not give up. Keep going. Something beyond your wildest dreams awaits you to capture it. Falcon's medicine is an honor to have chosen in your spread today. It brings the medicine of victory, but remember, it comes to you through your discipline. So, I guess the way I ask the question can be interpreted a couple different ways. Advice to connect with our heart's desires. Well, if you want to connect with it in the form of like bringing it to fruition, this card's saying you got to work for it. I just thought of that Britney Spears song, Work Bitch. But to connect, so my true intention for asking this question was like, how do I know what my heart desires? So what I was kind of pondering as I was reading this card is think about, right? What is your desire? What is it that you think you want? And then ask yourself, could I spend 20 minutes a day doing something to make it come alive? And if the answer is yes, then hell yeah, go for it. If the answer is, I really don't want to do that, then is that really your heart's desire? Or is it that you're desiring something that someone else wanted, so therefore you think you want it, but like, does it feel good? Because 20 minutes a day is chump change when it comes down to it. But 20 minutes a day is a lot more than just having this pipe dream that's living off in the ethers. You can get a lot done in 20 minutes a day. A couple years ago, I took a course from this guy who was like teaching how to monetize what's already in your head. And his whole thing was just like, write an ebook. So you sit down for 20 minutes a day and just free flow. What's in your head? What do you know? Just get it out in 20 minutes. You can get a lot done in 20 minutes. What is it that you desire? Do you have a dream? Do you have a thing that you want to go do? Do you have a thing that you want to purchase? Do you have a place that you want to go see? How much research can you get done in 20 minutes? That's a long time. That's more than 0 minutes, you know? It's a lot. This card, it came up for me a while ago, and I had the notion to start scripting for 20 minutes a day. I did not hang on to that dream, but I just feel like I want to say it out loud. Like there was something that I wanted to create in my life, and this card came up, so I was like, oh, I just have to write journal entries as if I already have it. And I can journal for 20 minutes a day. I kept up with that just for a little bit. But Sophia saw a falcon today. Wow. Which practice, Sophia? Are you talking about scripting for 20 minutes a day? Excuse me. Christine says, your happiness is infectious today, Jackie. Expect more of it. Lisa, if you wait for motivation, you could be waiting forever. Endurance and equanimity have been coming in strong lately. Great, Sophia. Suzanne, OMG, I needed to hear this card today. Totally resonates. Beautiful. Diane, this card was spot on for me. You guys are letting go of a lot today. Sophia's in Germany. Deborah, if you're not willing to do 20 minutes a day, maybe you don't want it that badly. Yes, and that's where it's like, check yourself, right? Is this my desire? Or have I seen someone else achieve this and I think that they're really cool for doing that, so maybe I also want this? Like, can you get yourself to sit down and look into things for 20 minutes a day? 20 minutes getting out what is in your head, looking at what you've got, and maybe it will start taking shape. Mm-hmm. Carla says, I feel motivation. Of course. I feel motivation is a product of the mind. It doesn't feel intuitive. Here's a human design thing that crossed my mind when you said that. I have an emotional authority in the human design. Half of the population has an emotional authority. Half of the population has something else. There's multiple different ones, but half of us feel the emotional flow. And like motivation to me is physical. And I've been working on this. If I don't feel like doing something, I'm not going to do it. And I'm just going to make myself happy until the motivation comes, because the motivation always does come. If it's something that I truly desire, I'm going to figure out a time to do it. So maybe, I don't know. That's what crossed my mind when you said that. There you go, Carla. You're a human design consultant student and you're a splenic projector. Yeah, so maybe for you, if the spleen is too fast. So the motivation, yeah. And you're also a projector, so I mean, when do you ever have energy to do anything? Do you know about sacral authority? Yeah, you get the gut feeling. You get that like, ooh, I'm a child and I want this. Gut is like primal, right? Okay, card number 2, advice to connect with our heart's desires. Card number 24, the not so cowardly lion says, it's in you. You guys remember this card before I went to Vipassana, or I was supposed to go to Vipassana, and this was, I think, the first time I ever cried on Insight Timer. In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion traveled the yellow brick road to get to Emerald City to request what his heart most longed for: courage. Little did he know that during his entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately. For in his heart, there roared a courage that was always his to claim. The cowardly lion needed the outer journey to understand that what he most desired was always within. What you seek, you too have in you. Do not give up the journey. Persevere and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean that you are fearless. It means that you do the thing despite being scared. Cowardly lion, who now has transformed into confident lion, shares his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but it is in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside of yourself was the part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking in others to find the you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want, you already possess? What if the swept off your feet love is your own love within being reflected back to you? What if the gift you have been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, I'm right here. Please, please, please see me. What if this whole entire time it was you that you were searching for? What if you chose you and stopped waiting for others to choose you? What if you stopped running toward external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? Yes, Leo new moon, Lion, Heart's Desires card, but also, guys, Venus and Virgo. I just gave that whole freaking spiel about being a martyr, waiting for external validation, waiting for other people to validate, yes, you are a good person. Yes, you do have a big heart. Get out of that. Why? Why do we put our power in other people's hands? Claim your power. Own it. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Because when you do, when you truly do, life will send you those opportunities that will reflect it back to you, and then you'll feel it more from other people. It has to come from within. You have to find it in yourself first. You have no control over how other people treat you. You have no control over how people talk to you, what they do for you. Like, that's on them. They're going to choose to treat you the way that they're going to treat you. What you have control over is saying, do I deserve this? Do I like being treated this way? Do I enjoy being in the space of this person? Maybe you love yourself enough to uproot your life and leave. Something else that this card talked about, I already turned the page, so I don't want to look back, but it said something about, like, you think that you don't have a quality within yourself, so you look for a partner who has that quality. Be careful with that. Be careful with that, and let me talk about that. If you're familiar with astrology in the slightest, we have our horizon line in the center of your chart. It's the horizontal line. The ascendant is the rising, and then the descendant is the descending, right? So the descendant, it's on the right side of your chart, that thick black line, whatever sign that is within. I see that as like your blind spot. There's a part of you that you feel like you don't have enough of. So whatever the positive qualities of that descendant sign are, it could be a blind spot for you. Like, you're not able to see how you do embody those qualities. So it's natural, it's human nature to seek out people who can fill that void for you if you're unaware, right? And this is why awareness is key, because if you catch yourself doing what you're doing, then you can take your power back. So when it comes to relationships, man, I listened to this podcast a few months ago and it hurt. It hurt because it was so true. And this guy was saying that human nature is to find a partner who has what you are lacking because you want it, and intentionally or unintentionally, you siphon that out of them because you feel like you have to fill yourself up. If you're not able to realize that everything you've ever wanted is within you, you are going to suck people dry. If you engage in relationships with people who are not able to see this in themselves, they're going to suck you dry. I don't mean to sound that I don't mean to like do any fear with that. It's just awareness. It's just knowledge, because I heard that and then I like reflected on my own life and it was so, oh my God. You know, it was both ways. I have siphoned, he has siphoned. What is happening? Why? Energy vampire vibes. And so much in this life, guys, is unconscious. So much of this is unintentional. It's just hurt. It's hurt people. So you can take your power back by finding your power within yourself, because everything around you is a mirror. Everything around you is a mirror. So if you get right within yourself, this just seems like magic. I wish I had videos of when I was like in high school. I wish you guys could see the attitude I carried about life. I wish you could see how pessimistic I was, how negative Nancy I was. Oh, well, everything sucks, so everything's always going to suck, so I'm just going to go be a rebel and do whatever I want because I need to lash out and do crazy things for me to enjoy my life. Like, I wish you guys could see the vast difference of Jacqui then and Jacqui now. And it's because I've been finding these qualities within myself. And let me tell you, like, stuff is great and you can do it too. That was a big one. That was a big one. So I don't want to like scare you guys with that descendant thing. It doesn't mean, you know, it doesn't mean that you're always going to siphon the wrong stuff out of people. But if you're aware of it, if you know like, my blind spot is this sign, start consciously looking for those qualities within yourself. Boost that up within yourself. And then the people that you attract are just going to be bonuses, not necessary for your happiness. Suzanne, your descendant is in Sagittarius. That's the expansion, wander, explore, not giving two shits about what people think. It's freedom. Sophia, you and I are very similar. Yeah. Jacqui needs to listen to the replay for sure, because card number 2 was one I was resonating with. Yes. How do we find the descendant sign on the chart? So to find your descendant, you do need to know the exact time that you were born. I give, you know, it's all so particular. I give like a 30-minute gauge window. If you know, like I was born between 8 and 8:30, like I'll usually do 8:15 and then I'll see if the line is like too close to call. Whatever. The descendant is on the right side of your chart. There's a thick black horizontal line and it says DC, descendant. So that's what you're looking for. It's your blind spot. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It means you have to look a little bit harder for it. Card number 3, advice to connect with our heart's desires. These readings lately, guys, have been magical. Card number 3 is card number 11, and the message is self. Self-worth, love, respect, value. Pig has big medicine to share with you. This medicine is so grand that it is the key to living a fulfilling life and aids in accomplishing your potential. Pig's message is simple and direct. Know your worth. Not only does Pig know his worth, but cultures across the world have proclaimed his value for thousands of years as both a creature to be revered and a source of nourishment. Think of a piggy bank with money inside of it. The more money inside, the more value it carries. The piggy bank reflects the idea that our true worth comes from within. I lost my space. When we only use others' validation to inform us of our value, it always leads to suffering. My God, Pig's medicine teaches us about inner talk. Do you walk around doing your daily tasks with a voice in your head that belittles you, tells you that you are not good enough, and makes you feel unworthy? Now is the time to proactively train and direct the voice in your head to share messages that are uplifting, loving, and kind about yourself. This will take a lot of work and will most likely this will take a lot of work. Remember this dedication card? And you will most likely feel like you're lying to yourself if you have a habit of negative self-talk. The key to making it honest and impactful is not to lie to yourself and say I'm gorgeous when everything within you feels ugly. Instead, you say to the part that feels ugly, I love you. I feel the pain with you, and one day I will get us to the point where we feel our beauty. But for now, I am here for you. Pig's medicine asks you to accept that you will always struggle with some form of insecurity because you are human. True self-worth isn't raging confidence. It's allowing yourself to be insecure and being there for yourself while you feel the pain of not feeling good enough. This act is the power that creates self-worth. So how do we connect with our heart's desires? You value yourself. You just bestow yourself with all of the love, adoration, care, nourishment, protection, everything that you want to receive from other people, to get that pat on your back. Yeah, you're doing a good job, honey. Give it to yourself. Yeah, how often do you beat yourself up? How often do you make a comment and then you say, oh, that was so stupid. Oh my God, shut up. That was stupid. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Do you do that to other people? Like, why is it, because we can take it, right? We can handle it. That's fine. That's fine. I went a little nuts with this whole self-worth thing, but hey, it worked. I went a little crazy with affirmations around my house. I actually learned this from my dad. He used to have Post-its everywhere with just like positive sayings and stuff. But for years, I had signs, I had Post-its, I had whiteboards, I had just positive messages all around me. And here we go, back to talking about how our energy moves fast, but the 3D takes a minute. The 3D takes a minute. So you have to convince yourself, you have to reprogram the stories. Because if you think you said a dumb comment, you didn't. You just are you, and why do you have to be dumb for saying it, you know? And then it's also the self-compassion. You have compassion for other people, right? If someone else makes a mistake, I don't know. Some people are just jerks. But like, if it's easy for you to find compassion for other people, how come you can't find compassion for yourself? Oops, you made a mistake. That's okay. Oh, you think you don't look good today? Why is that? I think you're beautiful. But let's figure this out together. You guys are going nuts in the chat. Let me see. Christine, of course that was my card. Your descendant is in Leo. What else? Okay, universe, goddess, I hear you. Jacqui, 11 is my number, and I felt a little tug toward card 3 after 2. You know what I did, actually? Okay, so I just packed up all my stuff, and I looked through all of my stuff years ago when I was trying to develop this self-worth. I did an exercise where I wrote down 100 things that I am. And that really helped with this, because I found in myself, I am valuable, I am caring, I am nurturing, I don't even remember, but it was a list of 100 things, and it was all qualities that I desired about myself. I proved to myself that I am those things, and that felt really good to come across. So maybe you can do that. Alice, love this. No spiritual bypassing, but acknowledging how I feel in this moment. Yeah, sometimes you gotta treat yourself like a toddler. Oh, is Jacqui feeling insecure? It's okay. We always feel insecure. Not we always. All of us feel insecure sometimes. You'll get through it. Jacqui says I say yay for me all the time. Suzanne, oh, my negative self-talk says, you are delusional. Learning to quiet that voice. Okay, Suzanne, whose opinion? By whose standard are you delusional? Because let me tell you guys, I have been embracing how weird I am, how lunatic I am. I'm nuts. I'm a nutcase. To people who are slaves to the system and slaves to society, I am batshit crazy. And I wear it like a title of honor at this point. You want to call me crazy? To you, I am. I'm happy. Are you delusional? To whose standard? You might be. Is it an objective word or is that a subjective word? Chantel pulled an oracle card today about recognizing inner and outer beauty. Christine, I just need to love crazy me. Yeah, girl, we are both rising Aquariuses. Our personality is wacko. Wacko. Is that a wolf on your shirt? Yes, it is, June. Just finished chapter 1 of Women Who Run with Wolves. I feel like I've heard of that book. Maybe I can put that on my Amazon wish list. Loving it. Patricia, I've been beating myself up for not learning to be kind to myself fast enough. Girl, you're doing the best you can with what you got. Say, well done, your name, when you do any task. I love it. Love it, love it. Oh, that is an incredible book. Cool. Lisa, another wacko rising Aquarius here. Yeah, if you guys have Aquarius in your chart, you know, like if you have placements in Aquarius, if you're struggling to accept that, Aquarius is way ahead of their time. People think that we're nuts because we're like living in the future. That's it. Fly your freak flag, y'all. We're going to use the Sacred Forest Oracle to ask for a message about serving ourselves and others. Venus in Virgo. A message about serving others and ourselves. Feel free to send your energy into this deck. What do we need to know about serving? External and internal. The magic, guys. If you've been enjoying today's session, if you would like to offer an exchange of energy in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated. I really love coming and sharing this stuff freely with you guys, and any little bit that you're able to give back my way just makes me feel so appreciated, even though I know it's all within me. I just gotta say that. If you haven't followed me yet on Insight Timer, feel free to click on my face on the bottom right-hand corner, click that follow button so you can be updated when I post my new classes. I'm usually here about twice a week. We'll see what the future looks like. My life is chaotic right now, and I say that with joy. I love chaos. It gives me an ability to pull what I want. What else? This replay will be on my YouTube channel, so just search my name on YouTube. You can watch all my replays there. I always put them up for you guys so you can revisit. Also, if you like to be a visual person, if you want to read what we talked about, my friend Bonnie puts the card descriptions in the group that I have on Insight Timer. It's called Our Spiritual Community. Anything that I ever talk about, if you guys want to get a link, hop in my Insight Timer teacher profile. It's great, it's there. Suzanne, thank you so much for your donation. Christine, thank you so much for your donation. Alma, I'm showing the deck. It's the Sacred Forest Oracle. And we're asking for a message about serving others and ourselves. And we got 2 cards. So the way that I phrased the question when I typed my notes was first a message about serving others and ourselves. So I'm going to pull this top card. It's going to be a message about serving others. Bottom card is going to be a message about serving ourselves. So without further ado, Jackie, you like that number 11, huh? You don't say. Because a message about serving others, card number 11, that's the dragon card, and the message is power. You have fallen asleep on the forest floor. The night was cold as you snuggled into some leaves, yet you felt warm and comfortable as you slept. In the early morning, you stretch and open your eyes to find a dragon has lovingly wrapped himself around you in the night. He opens his large eyes and looks at you with kindness and compassion, and you know that all is well. Goddess has been serving dragon energy this year. Chinese zodiac, we are in the year of the dragon. This card suggests it's time you step into your power and take charge of your life. This is about serving others, guys. Look to see if there is anyone in your life who is trying to run the show. Speak your truth and take back authority of your own life. You are ready to stand in your strength. If you've lost or given away your authority to someone or something else, it's now time to reclaim it. If you are holding on to limiting beliefs, or if you're afraid of being shunned, judged, or ostracized, it's time to let go of those limitations. Release any fear of misusing your gifts. True strength doesn't dominate or manipulate. It's a gift from the Creator that dwells within you. You have the spiritual power that's born of sacred love, wisdom, and grace. This ability can heal others and bring light into the darkness. You are a radiant, glorious being. Dragon Spirit at your side is a mighty ally. He empowers you with healing and restorative abilities. He helps you overcome any obstacle, and he protects you in all areas of your life. The Spirit of the Dragon says, within you dwells the remarkable power to manifest your dreams, gain great riches, and activate ancient wisdom. Take back your power and express your strength with grace. This is a message about serving others, and the message is take back your power. Where's the power dynamic in your service to others? Is it because you are choosing freely because you want to? Or is it because you are looking for them to validate you? Because you feel like if you don't give, then you're going to be a bad person. You're going to be perceived as selfish or whatever. Where does the power lie in your service to others? Do you have the power, or are you waiting for it to come from other people? Christine loves this card. We have gotten this one before. Yes, we have. Salvatore. Yeah, brilliant. Christine, are you talking directly to me? How many of you guys feel like that? Because I've gotten that from a lot of people, and I think that's so cool. And you know what? Yeah, if you're here, you tapped into what I'm channeling. You know, this stuff doesn't come from me. This stuff is coming through me. I'm just your permission slip to hear it. Sophia, or because I keep perpetrating my own limitation because I haven't been brave enough to own who I am. That's right. This card was saying something that makes me want to go on a soapbox again about something. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Or a little bit over time. This is going to be a longer session. This card was saying, essentially, like, be yourself, shine your light. There's gifts that come to you and you want to share them, so make them happen. If there are people or situations or anything in your life that make you feel like you have to change yourself in order to be accepted, you have to dull yourself, you have to calm yourself down, or you have to give more of this over here. My current opinion is that it's not you that's defective, it's the connection. It's not for you. My true belief is that, like, we are all meant to just make ourselves happy, be our best selves, because you're all great. You're all wonderful people. I'm sure you all have really big hearts, but if we're hurt, we try to look for validation outside of us. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole, so I'm pulling myself back. If you're not able to truly, authentically be who you are and be accepted, it's not for you. It's not for you. If you have to change your speech, if you have to change your character, if you have to change your actions to be accepted by people, why the hell would you want to spend your life there? And then there's a testament to, is it time for me to strengthen up and stand my ground and be who I want despite the reaction? Or am I just freaking exhausted and I just want to be accepted? Christine, mind blown, so true. June, caregiving boundaries for me. The dragon is absolutely symbolic of my relationship to my son, my little dragon. I love that, June. I love that. It was really sweet to see you guys together. Lisa, when I first came here, I thought, no way can a group reading work, but it really does feel personal. We'll all pick up what we need to hear. Yeah, I think this is so powerful because I pull it from the current astrology. I honestly feel like that's why these link up so much, because I talk about what's happening to all of us, and then I let that guide our reading. So I think that's why, honestly. I'm not magic. I mean, I am magic, but so are you. I'm just using it. I just figured out how to tap into it, and I do it through the lens of astrology. How do you do it? What is your way? Letha, I almost said Letha. I used to work with a Letha, and saying her name always bothered me. Lisa. Authenticity. We shouldn't be different people in front of others or different situations. Yeah, I used to pride myself on that as a kid. I can chameleon. I can hang out with these people and I'm this version of Jacqui. And then I can hang out with these people and I'm this version of Jacqui. And I'm getting to a point in my life where, like, if I feel like I can't talk about what I want to talk about with people, I just don't talk. I just don't talk. If I feel like they're going to think I'm nuts, and that could be an insecurity. You know, we're all human. I'm not 100% confident all the time. I'm much more confident than I used to be, but I'm not gonna try to adapt to the group that I'm in. If I don't fit in, why waste my energy? I don't need to be accepted by these people. I'm the shit. Okay. A message about serving ourselves, Venus and Virgo. This is card number 34, Secret Spring, and the message is success. You don't say, you don't say. You stand behind a thicket of ferns at the edge of a secret spring. Gazing across the water, you see a boat silently gliding toward you, a glowing light hanging loosely from its bow. The fairy of spring floats above the boat. Her wings are radiant and shimmering. She knows that you are there and smiles at you. It's said that anyone who sees the secret spring fairy on a starry night will be blessed with success beyond measure. That's a message about serving ourselves, guys. All things are possible. The more you honor and celebrate the success that you already have, the more success pours into your life. And the more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune you will have. Act as if and feel as if you are wildly successful, and even more success will develop. Accept that you are already thriving, you are, and the more victories will engage. If a situation seems to knock you down, get up and take a moment to explore what you learned, and then keep going. In Celtic tradition, secret springs were magical. Water was the source of life, and in their legends, mystical beings would emerge out of the springs and later return through them. Fairy queens and mythic heroes were said to have emerged from the springs, and these sacred well springs were a place to commune with the divine. Good fortune blessed those who honored the spirit of the secret spring. The spirit of the secret spring says, success is flowing into your life. Vitality and a glowing, youthful renewal of your body are occurring. Now is the time to take action in support of your dreams. There is no need to struggle. The universe has your back. So this was a message about serving ourselves. The more you take care of yourself, the more successful you're gonna be. Period. The more you celebrate yourself, the more celebration reasons will come into your life. The more you focus on the success that you've already built, the more you will foster more success. This is getting away from the energy of, I gotta strive, I gotta work, I gotta reach, I gotta go. Well, yes, that is true, right? And we did have this victory card in the beginning saying whatever you want is there for you. You have to dedicate yourself to it. But it's balance. It's balance. An equal amount of time where you're spending these 20 minutes a day figuring out and working towards what you want in the future, spend 45 minutes a day saying, wow, this is what I've created. Oh my gosh, that's right. I'm going to use this thing that I have in my life because of the hard work that I've done. You know, bring it in. Celebrate yourself. That was great. I threw my business a birthday party earlier this week to celebrate myself. How vain to ask people, hey, give me a donation so you can come to a Zoom call and tell me how much you love me. It feels a little selfish, right? But I needed it, and it was great. And people were so excited to share with me how much they feel about me. It was amazing. I got to celebrate myself, and then we got to celebrate everyone and how much they've grown and how on the right track everyone is. Like self-expression, guys. It's Leo season. Just get it out. Self-express. I'm happy for myself. It's okay to be happy for yourself. That doesn't make you selfish. Marjorie, thank you kindly for your donation. Angela from Michigan just got here. Don't worry, I record these sessions. You can search my name on YouTube. Sophia, did you feel comfortable receiving? I did. There was one point during the hour and 45 minutes where I was like starting to drift off and get in my head a little bit about like, is this weird? Like, have I heard enough? Is this good? And like 2 seconds in, I'm like, this is wonderful. This is happening. I appreciate this. And it was wonderful. Amy C, I'm struggling so hard to love myself lately. So many changes and I don't know how to accept the new me. Something that I can recommend for you guys is to look around your life, because I know like I've been in places where I'm like, everything sucks. I don't like any part of my life. I don't like anything right now. And that's poppycock. That is an opinion because you're focusing on what sucks. Because for whatever reason, it's easier as humans to focus on what sucks until you train yourself. So look around at what you have achieved. Where do you feel success in your life? Great, thank you, I'm appreciative of this. Take it one step deeper. What did I do to call this in? What qualities within me have made this happen? Just a quick example, right? Like I have Piston with me. I love this dog. He's known to be a bad boy, but I know how to work with him. He's the best. He's a 100-pound, very excitable husky mix. He's awesome. He wants to cuddle with me all the time. And what have I done? I'm patient. I'm kind to him. I don't yell at him. I don't hit him. I don't treat him like a bad boy. Like my patience, my nurturing is what has created this beautiful relationship that I have with this monster of a dog. There's something about you that has created the life that you have, the things that you do desire. Focus on that. I'm rambling. I gotta go. Let's wrap this up. We asked for advice to connect with our heart's desires because we have the Leo new moon on Sunday. We asked for a message about serving others and ourselves. Heart's desire. Whatever it is that you desire, ask yourself, are you willing to dedicate 20 minutes a day to work towards it? And then do that. 20 minutes of research, 20 minutes of prep, 20 minutes of action, whatever, 20 minutes a day. Our heart's desires, whatever it is that you want, it's already within you. So stop giving your power away to everyone else and letting everyone else be in control of filling you up, because it's all about yourself. You will connect with your heart's desires when you start telling yourself that you're worthy of having heart's desires. It really is that easy. Is it the chicken or the egg? It kind of happens simultaneously. A message about serving others. Dragon, power. Are you waiting for other people to give you your power, or are you going to take your own power? Serving ourselves. Focus on your success. You are successful. It is in you. It's in you. Look for it. Celebrate it. Tracy, I don't know if I saw that and said thank you. Thank you so much for your donation, Tracy. Anyone who has donated today, I'll do a book dive for you, and I'll give you a few sentences that will resonate with whatever you've got going on. So if you guys do send a donation, have a question in mind, and then intend that the perfect message will find you. Where does this turn up? If you donate on Insight Timer, I comment on your donation, so it might come through in your notifications. Like on the top, on the main screen, there's a bell. It might come up there, or you can always go to my teacher profile, click donate again, and that'll show you a running tally of every time you've donated to me, and the messages will be right there. So Amy, yes, this recording will be on YouTube. You can either search my super unique name, Jacqui Mancuso, spelled with a Q, or click on my face. My Insight Timer teacher profile has my link tree. All of my links are there. Everything that I ever talk about is there. There's also Venmo and PayPal if you guys prefer that. Thank you very much, Jess. Wonderful reading. We'll donate on Venmo. Appreciate you. Arlene, Salvatore, I appreciate your support. Deborah, all good. All good. Divine timing. You know, if you can't be here live, that's okay. You guys can comment on my YouTube. I get back to every single comment on YouTube. I haven't blown up that much yet. Like, if you guys send me a message through there, I always get back to you. Just know that. Thank you so much, Alma. I appreciate you. I'm looking. Sarah says Amy is new to your live. Can y'all send her some love, please? Absolutely. Welcome, Amy. Did you get something from today? My readings have been so, oh my gosh, so much more powerful. I feel the freedom. My iTunes name. I don't have an iTunes name. If you want to find me, just search Jacqui Mancuso on the internet and I'm there. Jess, hope everyone has a beautiful day. I'm off for an MRI in an hour if anyone has any good vibes to spare. Of course, Jess. You got it. YouTube, Jacqui Mancuso. That's where you find me. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back on Monday. And on Monday, we're going to talk about the upcoming Mercury retrograde. So nothing to be afraid of. I do not do fear-based astrology. Sending love to all. Namaste. You're the shit. I hope that video was just as insightful for you as it was for all of us. Darla and I really appreciate you being here with me. Thank you for liking this video, sharing it with a friend who you think would benefit, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, drop a comment and let us know what you got from this video. What was your biggest insight or takeaway? If you want to see what else I'm working on, click on my link tree. It's right underneath this YouTube video. We'll see you next time. Take care.